Okay, so the last video that I made seems to have struck a chord with some people, and I've been asked to, make some more. So here's something that a lot of students ask me about, and I figured it would make a good little video. It's artificial harmonics, pinch harmonics, pig squeals, whatever you want to call them, and it's something that it's really more of a feel thing. It's not really like, oh, okay, so if you put your finger here, here, and here, and then strum those 4 strings, that's a D major chord. That's very straightforward, and do this, do this, do this, step, 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 and you get the end result. The artificial harmonics is really more of a kind of feel thing. So first, I want to talk about just natural harmonics. And what natural harmonics are is if you take the length of string that's vibrating and divide it up into certain equal sections, then you can actually divide the vibrating string into those equal sections. So if you think of like, 2 people holding a jump rope and swinging the jump rope, that's the string vibrating. Now think of somebody holding right in the center of it. Now you have 2 separate vibrating sections that are, if they're directly in the center, half as long as the original full length. So you have 2 halves. Okay. Then if you have somebody, say in three sections in thirds or in quarters, whatever, each time the vibrating sections get shorter, so the pitches get higher. So the first pitch, if we just take the G string, okay, so that's the string vibrating, and then at the halfway point, we get a natural harmonic by lightly touching the string directly above the 12th fret. That divides the scale length, the vibrating string, into 2 equal sections. If we say do the 7th, we're now dividing it into 3 equal sections, so it's an octave and a 5th, I believe. The 5th fret, we're dividing it into 4 equal sections, so now it's in half is 1 octave, and half again is now 2 octaves higher than the original pitch. So that's natural harmonics, and there are spots where it doesn't happen because it has to be some sort of a divisible amount of the vibrating string. So the 12th fret works, the 11th fret doesn't. It's just sort of, thud. So with the artificial harmonics, what we're doing is we're usually fretting a note, so that shortens the scale length, but that's not really the issue. You can do it with open strings, but the natural harmonics are probably easier to do than the artificial ones. So usually it's a fretted note. So we fret a note, and now with the right hand, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the string and hit my thumb on it immediately after picking. So what I'm doing is I'm touching a spot where a harmonic is going to show up. So like I said with the 12th fret, a harmonic works, the 11th fret doesn't. If I hold my finger at fret whatever and then try doing it at spot whatever on the string, if it's just not working out, move a 1/4 of an inch. That could be then the spot where it does work. So, don't bang your head against the wall with it. Okay? And the other thing that you want to do is, if you're trying it and it's sounding like this, and the note's coming out crystal clear, you're doing it wrong. So you need to have your thumb, or some people do it with their finger or whatever, but thumb is usually the most common. Your thumb has to be hitting that string. So if you're just picking the string and it's coming out clear, you're not hitting it with anything but the pick, so it's not going to work. Okay, so the flip side is if you do it and the note sounds like this, it doesn't come out at all, you're doing it much closer to right. Okay, so again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the string with the tip of my pick, and lightly glance the side of my thumb off of the string. So you're going to do it all in one motion. Okay, I can certainly do this. And this is how it works. Okay, so I can pick and then touch the string. Okay, but that's not really the same thing because you're hearing the initial note, the initial string. Okay, so again, the pick and then glancing my thumb right off of it, and then you can come right off of it. You know, just like with macro harmonics, I can touch to get it to work. I don't need to keep my finger there. And I lift my finger off and it's done. Okay. Another thing that I try to do is when I do it, I then rest my thumb against the lower strings that I'm not playing, and my fingers against higher strings that I'm not playing. And that also helps just the one string that I'm trying to get it to come out on to come out clearer, so you don't have other extraneous noise happening. Okay, so again, here's how we do it. Okay, so as you can see, in different spots I can get it. A couple of spots, it was a little trickier to get. Okay, you can definitely do it slightly out of tune, but you can definitely do it on lower strings too. Okay, so what I'm doing is, again, I pick the string and hit it with the side of my thumb. I'm hoping that this is coming out clear in the video. All in one motion, so kind of. Okay? Okay, I'm not moving my thumb from the pick. I'm just holding the pick and just kind of going into the string. So, pluck, and my thumb glances on the string very lightly. So hopefully this helps some people, and let me know in the comments if you need any more clarification. Another thing that helps is having a decent guitar sound. So this isn't really that loud, as you can probably hear. The amp is right here, I'm sitting on it. But you do definitely want some gain, a little distortion, dirt, fuzz, whatever you want to call it. And a little bit of a brighter sound. Some guitars are just brighter by nature, so the artificial harmonics will happen a little bit, easier. Some are a little darker. But you can usually dial up a tone that'll help you get it. So, so you can get it in all different. And of course, a little bit louder, a little more gain than what I have here will even help them pop out more. But they're definitely doable. A little more volume helps them to pop out. So anyway, hope this helps, and let me know if you have any questions, and be sure to subscribe because I'll be doing more of these videos and everything. So hope it helps. Enjoy.